Hello everybody, my name is Isaiah Stockdale. I am currently from Gilbertsville, New York. I work as a teacher's aide in the middle school, high school here at GMU School, or Gilbertsville Mount Upton Central School District. I work with 7th to 8th graders as well as 11th to 12th. And the purpose of this video today is just to go over some dispositions that I may have that I'd like to work on, or as well as some that I exceed in. All right, so some dispositions that I currently possess now as a soon-to-be developing educator are curiosity, compassion, honesty, advocacy, fairness, and the respect for the diversity of others. I just personally feel that I excel in these roles. I feel like on a daily basis, I am conducting these roles among not only my students, but the colleagues, the people that I work with in the school environment. I think they will end up creating a great teacher within myself, just because when you are in the school environment, you want that teacher that is treating you fair, treating everyone else fair. You want that teacher that wants to be creative, wants to come up with new ways to not only teach the students stuff, but to teach themselves sometimes. You're always learning every day. Just like the saying goes, you learn something new every day. It's common, it's not, you're never gonna stop. I feel like I learn something new every day. I mean, I know I'm 23, but personally, you're always gonna learn something new. And the compassion, I'm huge on compassion. I'm huge on loving on these students, being able to be that safe haven, to create that safe learning environment for kids. It's huge. It's somewhere that the kids get to escape whatever's going on at home, and being able to be that person for them, that mentor, is a huge deal to me. It's probably one of the reasons that I really felt like my niche was here as an educator, to develop and to be that person, that teacher for those kids. Some dispositions that I believe that I need to work on before I enter that classroom as the first year teacher, they include professional conduct, reflection, as well as high expectations. I personally feel that I could work on these more. And just in general, I didn't give any of my scores a 10 just because I want to be able to improve and develop, and just for the reasons that I chose the dispositions that I feel that I could learn more into when I become an educator before my first year. I just feel that I don't set those high expectations sometimes, and I feel when those high expectations are set and are reached, that satisfaction, that completion that you get as a student and sometimes get as an educator is huge. That impact that it's going to make on you and the student is great. And that's something that I want to work on myself. I feel like I can definitely improve for that. And personally, just from me, I feel like I could definitely reflect more, think about how I could address a certain situation, certain teaching, certain learning, the way I interact a little bit more. Just that way, I can grow. I can realize, okay, I did something this way when it could have been tweaked a little bit, worked on a little bit. That way, the message is getting across to whoever I may be speaking to. Any way that I'm helping a student, perhaps, if I was teaching them one way and I thought that it didn't properly work that way, maybe to go about it a different way, using that reflection to really help me out. And being able to learn how to do that is definitely going to benefit me greatly. And lastly, professional conduct. I just personally feel that I can always be more professional, be more as a positive role. I'm very positive. I want to be that role model for kids. I want to be the guy that's like, oh, did you see what Mr. Stockdale did? Or how Mr. Stockdale acts at school, always wearing a smile, always being welcoming. Just conducting myself in a more professional way, being able to show my commitment, my devoting my choices, my lessons. Just to continue on with the professional conduct, because I hit the wrong button on my phone, just being able to establish that positive role, like I had mentioned, making the ethical decisions, the good decisions outside of the classroom. Just some things that I can work on more, like leaving it at the door. I know the saying's leave it at the door. So whatever happens outside of school, outside the classroom, leaving that at the door, not letting it affect whatever you're doing that day, showing the kids that you are here to be positive, you're here to teach them, to love on them, to grace them with the knowledge that they will need in the future. I feel like it's something that I want to work on. All of these things that I said, I really want to work on. Just like how I mentioned before, I didn't give anything a 10 because I feel that I can improve in all sorts of ways. And being able to be that flexible, always wanting to be improving, working on something, I feel like that's a great aspect of a teacher, because everyone wants to be better. Just like the criteria, the lessons, everything changes. It always is changing. Everything's never the same. So being able to adapt and improve is something that we always have to do as humans. So being able to establish that as an educator is something I want to work on, and being able to always improve for the betterment of my students. And to finish off this video, touching up on the qualities that professional educators should display. I believe that professional educators should display empathy, just to be caring to their kids, being there for the kids, giving them patience. Sometimes, the kid's not going to always understand what they're doing. They're not going to always grasp the knowledge that you're trying to teach to the rest of the class. You're going to have kids that understand more than some other kids, and you have to be able to be patient to reroute whatever you're teaching. That way you can get the class as a bunch together to all succeed. I believe communication is very important. Being able to listen to your students, or listen to faculty or administration as well, in addressing what may be going on in the classroom, may be going on in school. Communication is very important. It's not just to your classroom alone. I feel like you're always working with, if you're working with English, you could be working with Spanish. Conjugation, working with the verbs. Within Spanish also connects to English. Being able to read the word problems in math class. If you need to find X, being able to read the question. So you're always collaborating, and I think communication is definitely a important quality of a professional educator. And this is the end of the video. I just want to thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. If you want to leave a comment, it's awesome. Leave a like if you would like. And I'm just happy to be here for the program. Being able to work through the program and develop as an educator is always a dream of mine. And being able to complete this dream at GCU is a blessing in disguise. And I'm so happy to get to know every one of you more. Take care. Have a good night.